We're all trying to figure out how to keep our minds sharp as we get older. But what if the best tool wasn't some new pill or a complicated brain puzzle? What if it was something you could do right now? Today, we're going to dive into the incredible science connecting how you move your body with how you protect your brain.
Take a look at this number. By 2050, it's predicted that nearly 140 million people worldwide will be living with dementia. And that's not just a statistic on a screen. It's a massive global health challenge that touches families, communities, all of us. The scale is just immense.
It's a pretty powerful thought, right? That instead of looking for some complex cure out there somewhere, we might already have the most effective tool for brain protection built right in. And the science we're about to get into shows this isn't just wishful thinking. It's very, very real.
All right, so before we can really appreciate the solution, we have to get a clear picture of the problem. What is actually going on inside our brains as the years go by?
It's so important to understand that there are really two different paths here. On one hand, you've got normal aging. We all experience it. Maybe it takes a little longer to find a word or remember a name. That's expected. But then there's pathological aging. This is totally different. It's an accelerated decline, and it's driven by diseases like Alzheimer's that are actively causing damage.
And this is where our hero, so to speak, enters the scene. In a world full of complicated medical treatments, simple physical exercise just stands out. It's accessible, it's effective, and it doesn't require a prescription. Study after study shows it's one of the absolute best things we can do for our cognitive health.
Okay, so how on earth does moving your legs or your arms actually lead to a healthier brain? Well, the answer is in this amazing communication highway that scientists are just now really starting to understand.
I want you to meet the myokines. See, when your muscles work during exercise, they're doing more than just burning calories. They're acting like a chemical factory, pumping out these incredible molecules. The best way to think of them is like little text messages sent from your muscles through your bloodstream straight to your brain, carrying instructions that can literally change your brain for the better.
So let's meet a few of the star players on this team. First up, you have BDNF. This stuff is basically like fertilizer for your brain cells. It helps them grow and survive. Then you've got irisin, which gets released when you do endurance stuff, and it's amazing for learning and memory. And don't forget cathepsin B, which actually helps create brand new neurons. It's this incredible chemical conversation happening every time you move. So, these little messengers, these myokines, are sent on their way. But what happens when they get to their destination? What do they actually do? Well, they kick off a whole series of events that physically restructure and reboot your brain.
And the difference is, well, it's pretty much night and day. An inactive brain can become a place where all this metabolic gunk, like that infamous amyloid beta protein, starts to pile up. The connections get weaker. But an active brain, it's like a finely tuned engine with a super efficient waste disposal system and strong, resilient connections.
And this cleanup crew has a name. It's called the glymphatic system. It's this incredible network that piggybacks on your brain's blood vessels. And its main job, especially while you're in deep sleep, is to flush out all the toxins and waste that build up while you're awake. When this system isn't working well, it's linked to a higher risk of neurodegenerative disease.
Now here's the kicker. Exercise basically supercharges this whole system. It revs up blood flow, it makes your arteries pulse stronger, which physically pushes that cleaning fluid through your brain. Plus, it helps you get that deep, high-quality sleep when the system does its best work. And on top of all that, it lowers the inflammation that can gum everything up. It is a total system-wide upgrade.
All of this, the myokines, the cleanup crew, it all helps build something called your cognitive reserve. The best analogy is a savings account for your brain. Every time you exercise, you're making a deposit. You're building a stronger, more flexible brain network that can handle more damage from aging or disease before you'd ever even notice a symptom.
Okay, but what if you feel like you're fighting a losing battle? What if cognitive decline is, well, what if it's in your DNA? This is where the story gets really incredible.
This is honestly one of the most hopeful findings in modern science. If you happen to carry the APOE epsilon 4 gene variant, which is the single biggest genetic risk factor for Alzheimer's, exercise isn't just a good idea, it is profoundly protective. For these folks, staying physically active can actually lower their risk of dementia down to the same level as people who don't have their risky gene at all. It just goes to show that your daily habits can have a real, powerful conversation with your genes.
But here's the thing. It's not as simple as just saying, go for a run. The science is showing that this is all highly personal.
The best type of workout for your brain depends on a lot of things: your specific genes, your biological sex, even whether you're a morning person or a night owl. All these factors play a role in the outcome.
So all of this amazing research is leading us to a really exciting new frontier, using technology to make these personalized, brain-boosting workouts more effective and, honestly, more fun than ever before.
First up, there's teleexercise. This is a game changer for just getting it done. By having supervised workouts delivered right to you remotely, it makes it so much easier to be consistent. And as we're going to see, consistency is everything.
Virtual reality takes things to a whole other level. It can put you in these incredible worlds where you're not just moving your body, you're also challenging your brain. Think about it. You could be cycling through a virtual city, but you also have to navigate and remember where to turn. That combo of physical and mental work is an amazing recipe for brain plasticity, your brain's ability to rewire itself.
And then you've got Exergames. Yep, that's exactly what it sounds like. Video games that make you exercise. They basically turn a workout into play. And they're fantastic for training what's called dual tasking. That's your brain's ability to juggle two things at once, a skill that's so important in daily life and often gets tougher as we age.
So, after all that, what do you need to remember? Let's boil it down to your brain health blueprint. Number 1, just move regularly. Seriously, consistency matters way more than intensity. Number 2, mix it up. Combine aerobic stuff like walking or running with resistance training to get the widest range of those awesome myokines. And number 3, personalize it. Listen to your body, think about what we've learned, and find a plan that actually works for you.
The science is crystal clear on this. Your brain is not fixed. It's constantly changing, adapting, and responding to how you live your life. That power for positive change is there, right now, waiting for you. So really, there's only one question left. How are you going to move it?